toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Coming out with it, it's Maddox. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first crack at it here. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking wasn't outstanding.
Not a lot of space.
Wait, baby, you're hurting me. God. God, okay. You gotta like go forward, baby. Can't tell me to pull.
On good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Freeman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Clements. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to the running game. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a... One space, works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, get a nice positive game on the toss play.
Flips it out in the flat. At the 35, he's got room. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the ground.
Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The option look. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Try to pound their way in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
That's caught. It's Brown. Really putting together a hit right now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the back. They'll try the toss to the left. Oh, he got loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown Sooners. The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock it down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing his defense on third down. Back to the ground with the running back. There he goes. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Hubs it downfield. Got his man to the left. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like as a deep
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Bears are marching down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the option, the pitch. He has the first and still on his feet. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Sets up the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job of assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Maddox. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. That's caught. It's Brown. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Slithers into space. There he goes. 10. Touchdown Sooner. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, and this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The hand to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Hard running there.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They'll run the counter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. The give and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air, it's Leon. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Go straight ahead. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Off the play fake on 1st down. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down.
Come here.
Come here. And the defense had that one well covered.
He'll be back, okay?
They'll try to kick it into overtime.
You want Baba?
Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Still looking on the move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Up for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David,